all sweaty into that yet?
Not yet.
Come where they can see you. You're gonna have to get.
All right.
You're gonna have to get in close, babe. You're gonna have to get in close.
We're waiting on people to join in, I guess. Got a couple people popping in. Hey guys, it's a little muffled. We'll fix that later. Figure out the speaker and stuff. Hey.
It's not muffled. It's you.
It's Amanda. Oh, I thought it was the speaker.
No, I'm pretty sure it's you because you're muffled.
What's up, Patrick? What's up, Amanda? How's it going? All right. Let's see if I can figure this out. How do I do it?
So, happy hump day, April. Oh my goodness, what day is it?
7th?
My heart rate's 135. I don't think that's right.
8th? Something
8th.
like that?
April 8th. I almost said February 8th. Thank goodness it's not February.
Patrick! Trini's on. Hey, Trini.
I can't believe how good your eyes are. I can't even see. I have glasses on.
Well, you can also look at this.
Well, I don't look over your shoulder.
All right. How's it going, guys?
Happy Wednesday!
Happy Wednesday.
Cheers!
We're celebrating. No, we're not celebrating.
What are we? We
It's
could
just Wednesday.
We could be celebrating Wednesday. It's, it's a nice day. Reason to celebrate.
Practicing safe.
Following the new COVID-19 guidelines.
I'm within, 18 inches of Beth? She hasn't left the house in a long time, so.
Oh, liar. I did yesterday. It was wonderful.
Yeah?
I'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay. Trini! She said I'm already drunk. Keep that to herself.
She said that about her or you?
About her.
Oh.
Nice. It's a Wednesday, man.
Turn the fan on. It's hot.
Okay, hang on a second. We're trying this from a new area. Sorry.
We're trying it from new areas all the time to figure out which one we like best. This one's my recommendation. We'll see.
Put it on low.
Low, yeah. I don't need to look like a supermodel with my hair blowing or anything. I mean, that's every day, but...
All right. Hope you guys are having a good week.
Well, let's go ahead.
I
Use your words.
I'm out of screen.
Come over closer.
She doesn't understand the social distancing thing.
Come closer.
All right.
Said the spider to the fly.
All right. I'm taking this thing off.
Yeah.
It defeats the purpose of doing this whole thing. You probably hear me better now. Anyway.
That's your face and you get all stinky.
Seriously. So I hope you guys are having a good week. It's been, I know it's only Wednesday, right?
Yes, and I've had to remind myself every day. Like, I was looking at my calendar today to try to plan something, because I'm like, wait, is today Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? It's not Thursday, and it's hopefully not Monday, but literally every day I've had to do that. It's kind of ridiculous. And I know what it must feel like to be retired a little bit, because it's SSDD when you're retired.
What does that mean?
Same shit, different day? Oh. Seriously? Hashtag weirdo.
Probably.
But I'm imagining that's what it must be like. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can't wait to be like that all the time. But so I'll kick us off. So
okay.
Tell me about some things you miss.
Things I miss?
Yeah.
Okay, so a few things. Things that I miss just in general life. I mean, cool things, right? I mean, everybody can miss going to the bars or doing those sorts of things, but...
Oh, those aren't cool?
Well, they are, but I think everybody... I think
they're cooler now.
Once this ends...
I think they're cooler now than they were a month and a half ago.
A lot of people are going to, like, dump out and go straight to the bars or go straight and do things. Or going to be, like, not socially distant anymore, right? It's going to kind of blow up that way. It's going to go one or the other, right? Either people are going to...
Guess it depends on what's going on
with find their corners.
With the infection. I mean, if it's still really high, even if they lift it, I'm not going anywhere.
That's fair. That's fair. The other thing is going to be that... What the hell happened to this feed? Anyway.
Missing.
Yeah, missing. Yeah, going to be jiu-jitsu, doing jiu-jitsu. That's kind of a very close thing that you're right up on top of each other and can't do that. Can't do martial arts. Can't do a lot of the physical things that you're used to doing, right? Going to a park and running and stuff. Okay, that's cool. They shut down the parks just recently here. In
Monday,
Texas.
isn't that when they shut down the state park? So does that mean we can't go kayaking?
So I don't know. I have to look into that. So
I really want to go kayaking. It's one of the things
that we have to do. We have a couple just camping trips planned that we may have to put on hold, right?
Yeah.
But doing those things, we there, it's nothing major. It's just kind of like out there, right?
Yeah.
One other thing is just like
hugs.
Being able to give your family member a hug. It's just it's a goofy little thing when you say goodbye. So her dad has swung by a few times.
Sat in his car. We stay 6 feet away and talk through windows.
Right, and just to be safe, he's 85. I've mentioned that a few times, right? And it's just there's been no physical contact. It's just one of those things. Not even like a high five, not a handshake, not a bro hug, nothing. Just
a bro hug. I didn't know it was labeled.
That's where you.
Is that where you bring them in and do the tap
and then
tap? You guys are so cool.
You do that, but that's one of those things, right? So we want to be able to do those types of things. So hey guys, thanks for joining in. It looks like we're getting quite a few.
So knowing these things that you missed, where's the first place you want to go?
Throwing it out there. I think.
No, I'm asking you that question too.
Sorry,
you've got to start the combo.
I'm trying to do two things at once. It's just not working out. All right, so I'm just gonna go back and so we're getting a lot of comments. We just want to make sure. So hey, everybody that's watching. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Robert. How you doing, man? Just checking through things.
I just drank a beer.
Allison just got home. Allison's on.
Allison, you didn't miss it this time. Woo
yeah.
Woo. She got a personal text. She got a personal reminder.
Hey, I sent one out to Skylar as well to remind him on this. So hit people up as they're going.
Okay, so first place you'll want to hit.
The first place I want to hit when I leave quarantine. Yeah, definitely jiu-jitsu.
Okay, that doesn't count. I'm talking fun.
Fun? I don't know. I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's so many options we could do,
right? Do we go to a restaurant or do we go to a bar?
Even just going to a restaurant, right? That would be just to sit down and
have somebody wait on you.
And,
having people go back to their jobs and make tips.
Right, so when we order food, I'm double tipping people to go. Because Lotus, again, we're not
super huge or incorporated.
But we're not locked down. Like you can still do pick up foods and stuff like that.
That's everywhere. You can pick up curbside and they can deliver.
Okay.
That's
everywhere. Either way, so
because they still fall in Bexar County, so they still have to follow the requirements of the county.
That's true. Oh, from here, yeah. Some other locations it may be a little bit different.
So mine is total food. I want to go to Grimaldi's. I want to go to Grimaldi's and have 3 glasses of wine, a huge Caesar salad, and
we're gonna Uber it.
2 slices of their big fat piece of pizzas, and then have to come home and change because I'll be so full that I'll be like, I need my stretchy pants.
Stretchy pants. So let's jump ahead a little bit and talk about what you had mentioned earlier about your hidden 6-pack.
Oh, my 6-pack abs.
Yeah.
So, as you guys know, I've talked a couple times about the great gym that I'm a member of, and she gives us killer workouts every day. And the last couple times, and in full disclosure, naked, I'll make a move and I'll be like, ooh, look, I can see the outline on the sides of my 6-pack, and I'm like, that is so awesome. And then I stand up straight, and then it's all covered by that layer of a good life love. It's just, and I'm like, where'd they go? I mean, first of all, I can't walk around naked. What? And second of all, I can't
Can you walk around naked? You're inside your house.
Outside of
We're
public.
Quarantined.
Outside
you can walk around
outside
anywhere.
in public.
Oh.
And I can't walk around kind of arched like this so that you can see.
Theoretically, you could join a nudist colony.
Yeah, only old people's join those.
Yeah, that's a challenge right now.
Because they don't care.
I think those are closed down too?
Oh.
Probably.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be stupid not to. What about your 6-pack abs? You literally have a 6-pack.
No, I don't. No.
He does. Well, he has a 4-pack.
Yeah, but it's not really there. No, it's not. Because it's
and
the
then
same
there's
thing.
that.
It goes
I live
away.
the good life later.
Yeah, it goes away real quick.
But
it's not. I can have 3 beers.
It's
but
funny.
I've never had a 6-pack. It's one of those things.
You might have when we first started dating.
No, I didn't. Shit, I drank more then.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
Think about it.
I guess you were.
We used to party when we met each other. This is
oh my gosh.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
I'm surprised A, we didn't get in trouble, and B,
what?
That we lived through it.
Yeah,
because we were going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and getting up at 7 to go to work.
Yeah.
I literally had someone tell me one time, you need to stick a piece of gum in your mouth because I can smell the party from here. I was like, sweet, thanks for being an awesome friend.
It's interesting. Funny thing, I'm just kind of looking through the notes here. What's up, Cody? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining in. Kim, hey. How you doing?
Hearing it?
Nope, Kim Parker. Kim Jones up in New Hampshire.
Oh, hi,
She's
Kim.
one of the nurses. She's a nurse.
Thank you
I
for taking
shouted
care
out
of everyone.
last week or 2 weeks, two
Two
shows
weeks
ago,
ago,
whatever
yeah.
it was. But yeah, thanks so much for
So
everything you all are doing. But I wanted to I'm going to interject
no,
something.
I was going to keep talking about that. But
I know,
go ahead.
just real quick, 6-pack abs. It made me think of something else. I don't know why, but
Squirrel.
yeah, that's how my week's been. It's like I don't know what day it is. I forgot dates and I forgot ages of people. So my dad's not 77. He's like 73, which I'm still not quite sure. And I've talked to him. I just forgot to ask. And then I posted another video like Saturday or Sunday morning about M&Ms, which is kind of a funny little story. But we've been married for longer than I thought.
It'll be 13 years this August.
Yeah, and I was saying it was going to be 12. So, yeah.
It's all right.
Worrying about Wednesday or Thursday is one thing.
Totally makes up for when people say, how long have you been married? I'm like, so it's all good.
2007. Yeah. I know the date and I know everything as far as that goes. So, kind of a funny thing. So, okay.
So has
six-pack
anyone
abs.
gotten six-pack abs since you've been at home?
It's one way or the other, man.
I mean, yeah.
Either you're eating
you
all
either
your
get the Corona
goodies.
20 or you're losing the
Right.
Corona 15 and getting that six-pack abs. I have been very fortunate that I have found a way to stay very level. I'm not going up, I'm not going down. I mean, I'm pissed about not going down, but I guess I should be happy I'm not going up.
Right.
So, because you have six-pack abs, are you getting laid more? Or is your significant other...
You go to bed at like 9 o'clock now.
I do not. I do.
She kind of does.
I go to bed at 11:30 now. I usually go to bed 10:30, but because we were chuckling about how many Corona babies are there going to be.
Yeah, that's going to be funny.
Thank
Like,
God I'm too old to get
It's
pregnant.
kind of like one of those things, I think, when there's like blizzards or natural disasters, there's kind of funny things like that happen. They like all of a sudden,
There's a lot of
9
babies.
months later, 10
There's a
months
baby
later, or
boom.
whatever it is. Yeah, there's the big baby boom,
Yes.
right? So is this our next?
Who of our friends will be pregnant?
Allison? I think so. I bet you. Let's see.
That scares me.
Allison says she put her scales away. I can't see this for some reason. I'm trying to follow your
Can I have
comments
my
on this.
phone so I
It's just
can-
not working. I
I
don't.
think it's user.
It could be. What did Kathy say? I noticed the bickering has increased
It is.
with
It's
each
just the
episode. Yeah, it's not bickering.
Who? What?
It's just
what?
talking back and forth.
What?
I had communication. I had communication on a list. We try and do pre-lists before this, but I had communication on there.
So it's not a complete shit show?
Yeah, so we don't really bicker too terribly. There's a few times if I get stressed out or something like that, it happens. I'll admit it, right? It's gonna happen.
You're the chicken, I'm the dude. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
absolutely.
And he'll just
Absolutely.
be able to say what he wants, and I'm like, cool. Come back to me when you're human.
Let's see, Robert,
Yeah, I don't know
Nice.
what's going on with this.
Allison, fuck no. Yeah, right. We'll see what
My
happens.
girl.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
So, why did somebody say we bicker on this?
Kathy did.
Oh,
We aren't.
we banter. It's not bicker. There's a huge
I like
difference.
that word better. Yeah, bantering.
We banter.
Go back and forth.
We
We have
call
to.
each other out on shit.
That shit's
Real.
picked up. Excuse me. That shit's picked up.
Yeah.
You've got enough kids? I don't think so,
Who
Allison.
said? Oh,
You can always use. It's a brood. You've only got two of them. You could use a few. All
said
right.
the woman who has no children. So
Yeah,
listen
we've
to
got
me.
dogs. One of them's laying down behind us, which is being really good. We had to kennel the other two because we're doing it from our living room. And if we sit too close,
One of them gets
Or-
very jealous.
like at night when she's going to bed, she comes over and gives me a kiss. Mickey will go batshit crazy and try and get in between us, like he's guarding me or whatever, her. We can't figure it out, but it's kind of funny. So, too much baby drama, nice. Bantering's fun, absolutely.
What?
All right.
What? What's fun?
Bantering,
Oh, bantering's fun.
absolutely. All right.
Especially
what
like
we
when we try to talk about like serious stuff. And while we both have like the same view on most stuff, every once in a while as a woman I will have a totally different view, which is totally surprising to him because it's not the direction he thought that I would go as a woman. But it's fun to kind of debate those because I love to debate people. It's like my thing.
I'm usually wrong. She calls me Science Greg when I
Science
try and
Greg.
throw out a stat about something.
Not ever right.
You know, and what's that saying? You're not letting us see why. What's that mean, Betsy? It's all good. All right, what do we got on here?
Brain activities. What are you doing to stay sharp and mental?
Oh, Yeah. So just keeping, so outside of work, we're lucky enough to be continuing to work and do that. And it's actually ticked up a lot of work. Meetings have ticked up.
Been busy.
Right. Because there's not that kind of
break between where people
there's no water cooler conversations anymore, right? Because
everybody's at home.
Everybody's at home. So all of a sudden your schedule, you go to bed and check your calendar the night before.
Oh, seriously, I went to bed. I logged off on Monday, and I woke up Tuesday morning and logged in at like 8:40. I missed a meeting.
Right, because people are throwing shit on your calendar.
Don't
do that to each other. That's just rude, man. Especially on a Monday.
And I didn't even apologize. I ended said I'll reschedule.
Yeah, sorry I missed the meeting. But,
nope, I didn't say sorry.
Okay, I'll reschedule. Yeah, don't just throw shit on each other's calendar. That's rude. One thing that I've been trying to do is, just doing woodworking stuff. I love doing woodworking. I have a little wood burning kit that I got from my mom.
It's getting pretty good.
Yeah, so walking sticks. I cut down a ton of shit out in the backyard, so I saved a lot of the longer poles. So I've been doing that. Working out is just not even.
You know what? I figured out why I'm doing it at the same time every day, because at the same time I actually go
to keep a consistent
when I'm out
schedule,
in public.
Kind of
yeah,
thing.
I mean today I mixed it up a little, and I had an hour between meetings, so I took a late lunch and I kicked it out early, which was kind of nice. But I figured if I don't keep doing it at 5 o'clock, I won't pick that back up when I go. Because when I fall off the wagon, I fall off the fucking wagon. Like, I am 3 miles behind the wagon.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, why aren't we letting us see the dogs? Because they're crazy as shit,
that?
Betsy.
Oh.
I'll bring them out
Betsy, neighbor Betsy?
No, Betsy Rubin.
Oh.
One's down right here. He's just being really good. We'll bring him out. We'll bring him out after, and I'll go grab Mick and Lucy so everybody can see him.
No, we'll just show Bomber off because he's my boy.
Oh, okay. We'll have a special guest this week.
So before we did this, I watched that Tracy Morgan interview that happened on
this morning.
The morning show, I think is what it's called.
Did everybody see the Tracy Morgan thing?
A little it was funny, but I felt really bad for Coda, and I was kind of uncomfortable. I kind of felt like he was off his rocker a little bit. He's
been locked up for not locked up. He's been quarantined for 3 weeks.
But
I know, but he doesn't have the same.
And his job is to be funny and to be, I guess,
not controversial. He's a comedian, man. So anyway.
But it wasn't funny like ha ha ha. It was funny like ha ha.
No, it was absolutely hilarious. Mm-hmm. So go out and check it out. Just Google Tracy Morgan. What? Morning interview or something like that.
Or interview. It's only like
Coda. A couple minutes. It's definitely probably not appropriate for. It's fine for us. We're all adults.
Yeah,
but for a morning show where kids are now, the kids are at home and shit.
He's talking about role playing and stuff with his wife. I was like, I don't understand. You're making me nervous. I'm getting sweaty.
It's pretty good though. But check that out. That was funny. It's just something to do. It's kind of an interesting conversation.
I watched it and I looked at Greg and I was like, I don't know how to respond to that because I'm really weird about humor though. It's got to be very blatant humor for me to find it funny. Greg sent that text with all the old, or the Facebook post with all the old texts from people where it was, what did Eric say? The
Goblet bitch
potatoes. I'm sitting, yesterday I went to the allergist, so I actually had to get out of the office, out of the house. I had to put on real clothes and brush my hair and go to this doctor's appointment. And they were really running behind. So I'm scrolling through Facebook and I'm reading this and I am in tears laughing. I'm sure they could hear me outside the door, laughing my ass off.
I was wondering, I asked her specifically, I asked Beth, I asked her specifically, did the doctor come in when you're, wiping the tears,
I literally was like this. I was like, whew, I'm sorry.
That could go one of either way if you're just walking in on that, right?
It was really funny. But she had a sense of humor, and I told her what was going on, and she found it funny. But that's humor to me. That's flipping hilarious. Tracy Morgan, I was like, I don't.
He's awesome.
But
go check it out.
My humor is different.
It's funny
from
as
most
shit.
people's humor.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Podcast addictions.
I'm addicted to podcasts.
Oh my lord!
It's something different than news, man.
He doesn't listen to anything but the news or a podcast. I'm like,
And I've been trying to wean myself.
Do you not
off
like
the news.
music?
I don't listen to music that much anymore.
That's so weird to me.
I just don't.
Because podcasts require so much attention.
That's why there's a rewind button on it.
I'd rewind to the
1, 2,
same
3,
10
you get
seconds
30
every time.
It's all right.
I would never get past the 5-minute mark.
So I listen to, there's several that I listen to.
So many. You even listen to the ones that's for the ladies.
Drinking Broettes. So there's Drinking Bros that I listen to, Ross Passer Revolution, Drinking Broettes. Times Suck.
We already said Scared.
Yeah. There's a bunch out there, but they're kind of all in the same vein, and it's just people that we follow. And
but the Drinking Broettes cracks me up, because that's really meant to,
but it's hilarious.
Draw in the lady crowd.
I don't know what their demographic is.
Probably agree that it's mostly dudes, because they're both very hot women.
No, it's not even about. It's just the top. It's the conversation.
So what do they talk about?
All sorts of random shit. If you're a girl, go out. They talk about, like, they go deep. Like, some of them I'm not listening to.
I can't do it.
Some of them I don't even want to know about some of the stuff. So, but they go deep. It's just fun. It's something they kill. But they're also going live.
What happens when they stop podcasting? What are you going to do? Because you're going to have to go through, like, major withdrawals.
I don't know. Listen to Tracy Morgan podcast or something, probably.
The Joe Rogan 2-hour podcast can last
for a week. That bitch is like 4 hours long.
See, then you got a whole week's
I follow Joe Rogan clips so that they break it out into sections, because it's like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here. It's too much.
Well, see, then you would have like a whole week's worth of if his kept going.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's like the #1 podcaster.
Which is crazy, because...
he gets more views. Joe Rogan's podcast, I think... Somebody said this, I don't know if it was Ross or something like that, said Joe Rogan gets more views or more listens than CNN and Fox News all day long combined. Which, you think about that, it's like 40 million hits to his podcast or something crazy shit like that. That's insane.
How many?
Like 40 million listens or whatever you want to call it.
Could you imagine if you could get $1 for every one of those? You'd be an overnight millionaire.
Dude, you get like
$1. $1.
Get a dime.
Oh, let's go a little bit bigger than that.
But no, why? 40 million.
Hashtag goals.
Yeah, no.
I would like to have 40 million.
So how are you guys doing? You guys having beers or anything? You doing anything? Hey, Teresa. How you doing?
Which makes me
Chuck,
laugh.
How's it going?
Because I was talking with one of my coworkers today. We were IMing, and she was like, I was just checking in on them. How are you guys doing? She's a friend. Mm-hmm. I was like, how are you guys doing? And at that very moment, she was telling me about how her kids are fighting over donuts that her husband was nice enough to go and get. They wanted the same donuts, so he went and got a dozen donuts, and the kids are fighting about who gets what donut. And she's like, hashtag failing my family if they're fighting about donuts when it's like a luxury right now. And I said, hey, just curious, how would you say that this has impacted your drinking volume? And she's like, oh, I'm sure it's increased. I've doubled. I mean, yeah. I'm not a huge drinker. Like, I had that one night a week that I would, Saturday nights was my night. I was like, I'm tearing it up, man. I'm going to do it. Yeah. And now I maybe do 2 nights.
Long Island. Yeah, I'm listening. 2 nights.
2 nights?
I'm just trying to read.
I know. You're good. I just don't know what Long Island means. I'm like, hashtag Long Island?
Teresa's coming from Long Island.
Oh, sweet. I hope you're safe.
Yeah, absolutely. So to add on to your thing. So a dude did a video. He was out for a jog, and it was recycling day. Oh. You can probably find this somewhere on Facebook or some shit like that. Imagine. Right? But it was recycling day, and some guy was out he's like checking, just like he wasn't stalking, but he was like laughing his ass off.
Making a point.
Some of the recycling bins were just all wine bottles. Or some of them were just beers and like some wine and
it was a lot of alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd probably say our recycling bin has been
probably increased, mostly because I don't drink very much, and I drink definitely more now to break up the monotony. I mean, to the point, like last Friday when we did this podcast, I apparently thought I was 22. And I drank like a fucking rock star, you guys. I mean, I had some gin and tonics. I had some Trulies. I had some Bud Light seltzers.
She woke up Saturday morning, so that was our Friday night little episode. Saturday, we sat on the couch all weekend.
No, and I couldn't even I literally would try to lean back, and the whole room would just start going. Woof,
hey, Sian. Yeah.
Woof, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna go lie down in bed. I took a 2-hour nap.
It wasn't even the middle of the day. It was like 11:30 in the morning.
I took a 2-hour nap. Got up and felt somewhat better, but literally that whole day I was like, I'm pretty sure I was green. Then we proceeded to watch like 3 movies. And on Sunday, I felt much better, but I wasn't 100%. And on Monday, I was finally fine. I mean, at this age, it takes way too long. That's the problem with increasing my drinking amount. because now, I mean, I'm 50 fucking years old, you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm old ass. Trying to party like I'm 22.
I'm married up. Literally.
I don't think I appreciate that literally part. But I, like, Monday I worked out, and I literally probably could have got drunk again off the amount of sweat that was just rolling out of my body, that I was like,
it
I can smell alcohol. It's so horrible. So, like, literally tonight I only put 5 things in the fridge because I've got to have limits.
Yeah.
Got to have limits.
Just chill. Especially on a Wednesday night.
I don't know
it's
how
like,
to.
it's all right. So, I hope you guys are all doing good. What else we got
old
going?
movies. So I brought this up because I have never seen it. I don't know how many people have, but Empire Record.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hit its 25-year anniversary.
It's an awesome movie.
Excuse me. They had they were showing all the actors that were in it, and I was like, "Oh, that's a huge cast, man."
And they were all, think about their
Super
age.
young.
Yeah, that was
Now
like,
I wanna
that was like
watch
them
it.
coming into the industry. Really.
I'm like trying to figure out where we can get it, and I can watch it because I have
Probably
never seen it.
Netflix or one of those, Amazon,
IMDb,
Prime.
free TV.
Yeah, something like that.
But I was laughing because they're ridiculously young and cute. I was like, ah. And then I wondered, because I think it was, what's 25 years ago? That's
95?
hashtag mad. Oh, I was an adult. That's probably why I didn't see it. Hashtag had a job.
I just graduated high school, so I was still a teenager.
And I was still married to... Thanks, babe. Love you.
The love.
But I've never seen it. Have you guys seen it? Is it good? Is it good enough for me to go back and watch
absolutely.
it?
No, it's one of the. It's definitely a movie. That's why it's got a 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
It's definitely a movie that would stand the test of time, kind of thing. Like, you can go back and watch it, right?
Okay.
Absolutely, it's a fun movie to watch.
So it started making me think. The other one was I was watching it right before we came on, and it's like the second or third time I've watched it. And this isolation period was Major League.
Oh,
That's
Major
another
League
good
was just
one.
on. TV's behind us, or behind the camera, but yeah, it was on. I was like, I can't believe you're watching Major League. It's funny as shit. That's old school Charlie Sheen stuff.
Charlie
right?
Sheen was hot in that movie.
Crazy haircut.
He like had the cute little butt and the crazy haircut and some killer arms before he started drinking Tiger Blood.
Before he
Hashtag
started
winning.
doing all sorts of crazy shit.
But
that's what
it's another good movie. So what are some old movies that you guys can recommend that maybe either the younger generation hasn't seen, or people like me who again hasn't seen Caddyshack, hasn't seen Animal House?
She hadn't seen Spaceballs. She hadn't seen Caddyshack.
I've only seen bits and pieces of Airplane.
Probably hasn't seen Porky's. Have you seen Porky's?
No.
Do you guys remember Porky's? Because Porky's was awesome.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Is it American Pie? I mean, it sounds like
It's American Pie from like
movie.
the 80s, but it's like the OG version of American Pie, so yeah.
But, so, you guys recommend some good old movies that we can catch up on.
Fried Green Tomatoes.
Oh, I've seen that. That is a good movie. But that's not like... That's like a
Come
more...
on,
that's like
man.
Steel Magnolias, which I never saw until I was like 22, and Leanne and
Mermaids.
Dana...
Allison, what the hell are you watching, man?
I'm like, yeah, not that... No. Fun. Not serious. Not about dramatic life events.
Yeah, we don't need that shit right now. We need to chill
But thank
out.
you for recommending
Weird.
some of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank you.
it could be nothing, but
What else?
so and then there's new movies that I want to see that you don't want to see, like every weekend, because we're trying to save the movies for the weekend when we don't have our regular shows recorded. I'm like, how about Jumanji 2? No. Okay, next day. How about Jumanji 2? No. How about
Missing in
Jumanji
action.
2?
Cien said missing in action.
What's
Yeah,
that?
missing in action with Chuck Norris, dude.
I've never seen a Chuck
Delta
Norris movie.
Force, like the original Rambos, any of those.
Is that like a
Commando-
racer with Arnold Schwarzenegger
No,
and
this
Vanessa?
is well
What's her
before all
name?
that. Missing in action's awesome. We
Really?
have to watch that.
Probably not.
Yeah, we have to watch that. That's awesome.
It's a boy
What we
movie,
got?
yeah.
We got
I
Weird
like boy
Science.
movies.
Weird Science is a great
Very
movie.
good
That's one of
movie.
my. I swear
Yeah,
I
I
had that on
love that
VHS.
movie.
And I'm pretty sure I killed that.
Played
tape
it
or
way
whatever.
too many.
Started getting the squiggly lines in it.
Um,
Jumanji 2. So yeah,
I
she's
want
talking
to
about
see that so badly. Like, mostly because I
She's
love The
fine,
Rock and
yeah.
I love Kevin Hart. I mean, they're so great together. Like,
To me, it's
CIA,
one of those
or what was
movies-
the one that they played where he was a CIA?
Yeah,
Wasn't it
I know,
CIA?
yeah, where he throws him.
It was on the movie TV
Where he's the
the other
fat
day.
kid in,
Yes.
in high school,
They
and then he
run
gets
him
like
out in the
super crazy jack.
Pep Squad or the pep rally, and he's naked.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
They just are so good. Their chemistry together cracks me up.
Yeah. Yeah, so we watched, Netflix series, Yeah, absolutely. Watch a bunch. So, of course, what's it called? The
Tiger King.
They just released another episode.
We're only 4 in. I mean, I'm finding it very...
in?
No, 4 in. We're about to start the 5th one. I find it very hard to go back to because I just want to fucking smack most of these people. I'm like, wait,
I think everybody
what?
in the United States wants to.
But that's why it drives most people to watch it. But for me, it makes me like...
Central Intelligence. Thank you, Robert.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. But for me, Tiger King makes me almost like anxious because they're so stupid.
Yeah, they are.
I'm like, how
nuts. We've talked about this before.
I did have a question on that.
Okay.
So sorry guys if it's a spoiler alert, but I'm going to talk a little bit about it. So that shed went up in fire.
No, everybody's seen it. We just have
that shed went up in flames, right? And that's where all the film for that one guy was at. So how do they have all the footage prior to that, before that fire happened?
I don't know.
Who was recording that?
Dudes with cell phones? No, this would be too far before that.
I mean, that's where I'm kind of like, is
I
this
kind of thought about that. I think I kind of thought about that.
I mean, because everything
the
supposedly
dude's
was
legit,
in that shed.
That dude's legit in jail.
No, I know.
The reporter
which we
today
haven't
was
found
at
that
Donald
yet.
Trump's little conference. Don't get into bullshit politics. Doesn't matter about that. I don't care about that. But a reporter asked him about pardoning.
Oopsie.
Just drop something. Pardoning the
Tiger King dude,
whatever his name is.
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic guy. And it came up, and I was like, holy shit, did he actually ask him that? Anyway. Yeah,
but,
so he's legit.
Think about that. Like, if every strip of film went up that was going to make that guy's career, then how do they have all the footage?
I don't know.
Was there 2 people following?
What else we got? So we've already been on for about 30 minutes. Trying to keep these right at 30 minutes.
Kind of been fun.
One quick thing that I do want to go over real quick is Beth has an addiction to picking weeds in the backyard. Oh my gosh,
all of a sudden. I mean, we got some new grass and we paid to have it laid down, so it's like I'm very on it. I'm like, oh my gosh, why is this happening to it? Why is this happening to it? And all of a sudden with all this rain, there's weeds growing through it. It is so satisfying to me to grab one of the weeds by the base and pull it out and see the roots and be like, fuck yeah, I just killed you.
Yep.
Get out of my yard. And I will do 2 handfuls every single time I go out. I can't help it. I'm addicted to pulling weeds. I mean, I guess there were things that happened, and you always ask me to do yard work, and
she's never touched
I'm doing yard work.
Piece of grass in her life.
Doing yard work.
All right. Okay, so at this point, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. We appreciate it. But first and foremost, I want to thank all of our first responders, nurses. We'll start just kind of list some people out. So Kim joined in, Christy. We've got Paige. Katie Kine, who's a friend out in Florida. I'm not sure if she'll see this or not, but she's a hospital, basically their communications director out in Tampa. Thank you guys, everybody that's involved.
My brother went back to work this week, and he's a Leon Valley police officer. So
he went back to work.
He'll be
today.
back in the thick of it all.
Any of those folks, just
thank you.
Keep saying
and thank you to the people running the grocery stores and the restaurants and the convenience stores, because those are, even if you don't think about it, they're essentials. Because if you smoke or drink or eat or
where are you gonna get
groceries?
Your beer?
I mean,
right?
What if they close?
Oh, dogs.
Down?
Okay, one more thing. I'll bring the dogs out in just a second. Hang on. But Beth's saying is kind of a spare square thing, right? There's still issues with people getting toilet paper for fucking crazy reasons, right? It's an empty beer. He's interested in the beer because he's a beer dog. Come here, Bomb.
Come here, Bomber.
So this.
Come here. Hey, scoot over.
Heel.
Come on. Come up.
Bomber. Heel. Look.
He's like.
Come around.
Come around. Come here.
Over here. Sorry, he's having a hard time right this second because he doesn't know where to go.
Hi, baby.
There's Bomber.
He's my boy.
So he's like, what the hell? Why are the other guys out?
I don't understand.
He's in sleep mode right this second. Sit up. Up. Bomber. Up.
He's good.
You don't want to?
Yo, yes.
He's tired, evidently.
He played hard.
Yeah, he had a hard day today.
They played really hard,
Got to go out a whole bunch. So, K9, hey, Dave, what's up, man?
So, yes, thank you to all you guys. Appreciate it. And as always, if you got some extra PP, share a square.
Yeah. All right, you guys have a good one.
Be safe. Love you guys.
See you later.
Bye.